Something is very wrong at Heartland, and the one in danger this time isn't a person, it's Spartan. The trailer for Season 19, Episode 5 shows only a few seconds, but those seconds are enough to shake every Heartland fan. Amy's voice, the sudden panic, the rush toward the pasture. It feels like the calm before a storm that no one is ready for. The trailer opens with a quiet shot of the ranch sunlight, soft wind, everything peaceful. But that calm lasts only a moment. In the next second, the mood shifts. Amy suddenly turns her head, as if she hears something off in the distance. Her face changes from calm to fear, and she starts running. This moment sets the entire tone for Episode 5. Something has happened, or is about to happen, and Amy knows it before anyone else. As the camera cuts to the pasture, the trailer doesn't show Spartan clearly. Instead, we see Amy's reaction. She gasps, she drops the tools in her hands, and she pushes through the gate with a desperate kind of speed. It's the kind of panic we have only seen from her a few times, usually when someone she loves is in danger. The music in the background grows sharper, almost like a warning, making the viewer feel uneasy even without seeing what Amy sees. The trailer uses silence in a clever way. For a moment, there is no sound except Amy's breathing and the wind. That silence feels heavy, like the whole ranch is holding its breath. Something terrible has happened, and the show wants the audience to feel that fear before revealing anything. It's a quiet moment, but it hits hard. Then, the scene shifts to a wide shot of the field. The grass is moving, but everything else is still. Amy steps forward slowly, her eyes fixed on something out of frame. She whispers Spartan's name, but her voice cracks, almost breaking. This single moment, her voice trembling, tells us everything we need to know. This is not a normal day. This is not a small problem. This is something serious. The trailer ends the scene before showing Spartan. It cuts to black right as Amy rushes forward again. But that is exactly why this first look is so powerful. It leaves the audience with only questions and worry. Why is Amy so scared? What happened to Spartan? And why does the show refuse to show him in the opening shots? This entire first section builds one emotion: fear. Not loud, dramatic fear. Quiet fear. The kind that grows in your chest and doesn't let you go. It prepares viewers for the emotional ride of Episode 5. And it lets us know one thing for sure: Spartan is at the heart of this episode. And the danger is real. Right after Amy's tense reaction, the trailer shifts into a darker tone, almost as if the ranch itself senses something is wrong. The next shot shows the sky turning gray, clouds gathering slowly above the fields. It's not a storm yet, but the light changes enough to make everything look colder. This change in weather mirrors the fear growing inside the viewers. Something unseen is coming, and the show wants us to feel it before we understand it. We hear a faint sound in the distance, maybe a thud. Maybe Spartan stumbling, but the trailer keeps the noise unclear. This uncertainty is what makes the moment so powerful. The audience is forced to imagine the worst. The camera cuts to Amy again, and we see her eyes widen. She heard it clearly. Whatever that sound was, it wasn't normal. The trailer doesn't show her running yet. Instead, it focuses on her face as she tries to understand what's happening. For a moment, she stands still, like her mind is racing through every possibility at once. Then the tension grows even more. The trailer cuts to Jack near the barn, looking confused by the sudden shift in Amy's behavior. He calls her name, but she doesn't answer. She's already moving fast. Jack's expression changes as he starts walking after her, picking up on her panic. It's a small detail, but it shows how deeply connected the family is one. Person's fear instantly spreads to the others. The scene then switches to a shot of the pasture gate swinging open on its own. There's no music, only the creaking metal and the wind pushing against it. This single image tells a silent story. Something unexpected has happened. Something that made Spartan move in a way he shouldn't have. The open gate is a clue, and the show uses it to build mystery without showing anything directly. We then get a quick flash of Lou talking urgently on her phone. Her voice stressed, saying, "Something's wrong. I can feel it." She doesn't know what's happening yet, but the whole ranch is reacting to the same invisible danger. Every cut, every shot, Every small sound builds the same message. This isn't just a normal scare. This is something bigger, something that could change everything. The section ends with a chilling moment. The camera shows the empty field. Quiet and still, except for a single hoofprint pressed deep into the dirt. It's deeper than usual, as if Spartan stumbled or was struggling to stay on his feet. The trailer lingers on that print for a few seconds, letting viewers sit with the fear of what it means. That single mark in the ground is enough to make anyone's heart tighten. This part of the trailer does something. Cleverette doesn't show the danger directly. Instead, it shows the signs, the reactions, the quiet clues. These shadows of danger make episode 5 feel larger and more emotional than anything we've seen so far. It tells the audience one thing: whatever happened to Spartan, it's serious. As the trailer continues, the tension finally breaks into something raw fear. But it's not loud, chaotic fear. It's the quiet kind that sinks deep into the heart. The next shot focuses on Amy, and this time the camera doesn't pull away. It stays close enough to see the worry in her eyes. It's the way her breath catches as she moves toward the pasture with both urgency and dread. She isn't just scared, she's scared for someone she loves. Amy calls Spartan's name again. But this time her voice is lower, almost shaking. The way she speaks tells the audience everything. This isn't just a horse to her. Spartan is her history, her healing, her connection to Ty, and a part of her own soul. Hearing her voice tremble instantly changes the energy of the trailer. It's no longer suspense, it's heartbreak in motion as she reaches the edge of the field. The camera shifts to her hand gripping the fence. She stops for a moment, almost like she's afraid of what she's about to see. This pause is powerful. It shows that the danger isn't just physical, it's emotional. The show is asking us to feel what Amy feels, the fear of losing someone who has carried her through her hardest moments. Then we see Jack appear behind her, breathing hard, trying to catch up. He doesn't say anything at first. He just looks at Amy, then at the field, trying to understand what has shaken her so deeply. When he finally speaks, his voice is soft, almost gentle, as if he already knows the answer but doesn't want to face it. Amy, what happened? That simple question makes everything feel heavier. The trailer then cuts to a blurry image in the distant Spartan, but too far away to see clearly. It's just a shape, standing still in a way that doesn't feel normal. Horses shift, flick their tails, look around. But this shape isn't moving at all. The stillness is what makes it frightening. Amy steps closer, her movements slow and careful. As if she's afraid one wrong step might make everything worse, the next moment is short, but powerful. A close-up of Amy's eyes filling with tears. She tries to blink them away, but they keep coming. She whispers, "Not now. Please, not now." It's a plea, almost like she's begging the universe to give her one more day, one more chance to help Spartan. This line hits deeply because it reveals something we haven't heard in her voice in a long time reel: fear of loss. Then, the trailer cuts suddenly to black. No music, no explanation. Just silence. That silence is intentional. It forces the audience to sit with the fear Amy just showed. It makes us feel the same question she's asking inside her mind. Is Spartan okay? This entire section of the trailer is built around Amy's emotional collapse. It shows that episode 5 isn't just about danger. It's about the kind of pain that reaches back years, to every memory she has shared with Spartan. And the trailer wants viewers to feel every second of that fear. Right when it feels like Amy is about to reach Spartan, the trailer takes a sharp turn. It doesn't show the full moment at least not clearly. Instead, it cuts into quick flashes that last only a second or two, like pieces of a puzzle we are not allowed to see yet. This is where the fear becomes real, not because of what we see, but because of what the trailer refuses to show. The first flash is a close-up of Spartan's legs. They're shaky, unsteady, almost trembling. It's the kind of movement that immediately tells experienced viewers something is wrong. A healthy horse stands with confidence. This is different. It looks like he's trying to stay strong but can't. The frame is blurred at the edges, making the moment feel unstable, matching Spartan's condition. The next flash shows Amy dropping to her knees beside him, We don't see Spartan's full body, just Amy's hands reaching out, shaking as she tries to steady him. Her breath is fast, uneven, and the sound of it fills the scene more loudly than the music. The trailer wants viewers to hear her panic, because panic speaks louder than words. Then comes the shot that leaves fans breathless. A quick image of Spartan's head lowered to the ground. He isn't lying down fully, but he's too low for comfort. Horses don't lower their heads like that unless they're exhausted, hurt, or fighting pain. For a split second, we see Amy pressing her forehead against Spartan's, whispering something we can't hear. The silence makes the moment even heavier. It feels sacred and frightening at the same time. A sudden cut follows Jack, rushing forward with a look we've never seen on him before. It's not worry, it's fear. Real fear. He calls out to Amy, his voice echoing in the cold air, but she doesn't answer him. She's too focused on Spartan, too lost in the fear of losing him. This expression on Jack's face is what fans will talk about. Strong pillar of the family showing a crack. The trailer then gives us a heartbreaking clue. A vet truck appears at the ranch road. Sirens silent, but lights flashing. The lights paint the field in red and blue, and even though the trailer keeps the sound muted, those colors alone feel like an alarm. They're a warning, a quiet signal that this isn't a small injury or a simple scare. This is something serious, something that could change everything. And right before the trailer reveals anything more, it cuts again. This time to a shot of Amy holding Spartan's halter tightly, tears running down her face. She isn't crying loudly. She's holding it in, fighting to stay calm for him. Her voice cracks as she says, "Stay with me. Just stay with me." Those words echo through the scene, carrying all the years of love and memories between them. The section ends with the most haunting moment of Ola, single sound of Spartan, struggling to breathe. Slow, heavy, painful. It lasts only a second. But that single breath is enough to break every fan's heart. The trailer hides the full truth. But the hints are clear. Spartan is in real danger. And episode 5 might be one of the most emotional episodes in years, as the trailer moves into its next set of scenes. The focus shifts from Amy alone to the entire Heartland family. It's no longer just her fear now. Everyone feels the weight of what's happening. The camera shows Lou stepping out of the house, confusion written across her face as she tries to understand the chaos forming in the yard. She scans the pasture, sees the vet truck lights flashing in the distance, and her expression changes instantly. She drops everything she was holding. Even without a single line of dialogue, we can see it. She knows this isn't just a normal emergency. In the next moment, Lou starts running toward the field. The trailer shows her feet hitting the ground faster than usual, as if every step pulls her deeper into the fear the ranch has been holding. She's calling out for Amy, her voice sharp and desperate, but Amy doesn't respond. Maybe she can't. Maybe she's too focused on Spartan to answer anyone. That silence from Amy says more than any words could. The camera then jumps to a quick shot inside the house, where Katie stands frozen by the window. Her eyes are wide and she's hugging her arms tightly, like she's trying to protect herself from something she can't see. She watches the vet lights flicker across the field, reflecting in her eyes like tiny warnings. She whispers something, maybe Spartan's name. Maybe a small prayer, but the trailer keeps the audio low, letting the moment speak through emotion instead of words. A powerful shift happens when Jack finally reaches Amy. He lowers himself beside her, placing a steady hand on her back. But even Jack, the man who always has a calm answer, looks lost. His voice is soft when he asks, "What's going on?" There is no anger, no confusion, only fear for the horse that has been a part of their family for so long. His voice trembles slightly, something rare for Jack, and that tremble shakes the audience too. Then the vet finally enters the frame. He moves quickly but carefully, kneeling beside Spartan with determination. The trailer doesn't reveal his exact words, but we see the concern on his face. He checks Spartan's breathing, places a hand on the horse's neck, and glances at Amy with an expression that isn't comforting. Not even a little. It's the kind of look that says, "Prepare yourself." Amy wipes her eyes but never looks away from Spartan. She won't leave him. Not now. Not ever. Another heartbreaking detail appears. Spartan's ears twitch, but only weakly. His breathing looks slow and heavy, each breath a struggle. The trailer cuts to a close-up of Amy's hand stroking his nose gently, her voice barely holding together as she says, "I'm right here." Her words are soft but filled with years of love and memories. It's clear she's not just speaking to comfort him, she's begging him to fight. The section ends with a powerful image. The entire Heartland family standing around Spartan, forming a circle of worry, love, and fear. No one is speaking. No one knows what to say. The ranch feels silent, as if the whole world is waiting for the vet to tell them whether their beloved Spartan will survive. This part of the trailer makes one thing painfully clear. Spartan is not just Amy's horse. He is a part of the Heartland family. In episode 5, it's about to test every single one of them in ways they never expected. The trailer enters its most intense moment, yet the part where the vet steps in fully, the fight to save Spartan begins. The mood shifts from shock to urgency. The wind seems louder, the sky darker, and the ranch suddenly feels smaller, as if everything has been pulled tight around this single moment. Even the camera moves differently now, faster, closer, capturing the raw panic in every face. The vet kneels beside Spartan and quickly opens his medical kit. His movements are sharp and practiced, but there's something in the way. He works a tightness in his jaw, a strain in his eyes that tells the audience this is not a routine injury. He gives Spartan a quick check, listening to his heartbeat, pressing gently along his neck. Then looking toward Amy with a grim expression. He doesn't speak yet, but he doesn't need to. His silence becomes its own warning. Amy watches him closely, barely breathing. She keeps her hand on Spartan's neck, grounding herself through the warmth of the horse she loves. Her voice is barely a whisper when she says, "Tell me what's wrong." It's not a demand, it's a plea. A plea from someone who is terrified of the answer. The vet hesitates, glances at Jack, then back at Amy, as if searching for the gentlest way to speak the truth. But before he can respond, Spartan suddenly shifts. His leg buckles slightly, and his whole body trembles as if he's fighting for balance. Amy gasps, leaning forward to steady him. Jack moves quickly to support them both, his hand gripping Spartan's halter firmly. Spartan's breathing becomes louder, heavier, each breath sounding like an invisible weight pressing down on him. The sound is harsh and real. It slices through the trailer like a warning bell. The vet reacts immediately, placing both hands on Spartan to keep him steady. "Easy, boy. Easy," he says softly, his first audible line in the trailer. His tone is calm but urgent, the kind of tone professionals use when they're worried but need to hold themselves together. The camera zooms in on Spartan's eyeglassy, tired, fighting. It's a haunting sight, one that tells viewers more than any dialogue could. As Spartan struggles, family closes in around him. Lou crouches down beside Amy, tears in her eyes but trying to stay strong for her sister. Katie stands behind Jack, holding onto the fence post like she's trying to hold herself upright. The trailer shows each family member in quick flashes, faces filled with fear, love, and helplessness. It's painful, but also powerful. The ranch is united in this moment, bound together by their hope for Spartan. Finally, the vet breaks the silence. He speaks softly, but his words hit like a storm. He's in serious trouble. The trailer cuts the audio right after this line, leaving viewers hanging on the weight of those words. The screen shows Amy's reaction, her eyes widening, her breath stopping, her hand tightening around Spartan, as if she can shield him from fate itself. The vet reaches into his kit again, pulling out medical supplies tubes, syringes, bandages. The trailer doesn't show exactly what he's preparing, but it shows enough to let us know this is not simple first aid. This is a fight Spartan might not win. The section closes with a heartbreaking final shot. Amy pressing her forehead gently against Spartan's, whispering something the trailer doesn't let us hear. Her voice trembles, and Spartan's breathing slows, matching her rhythm, as if he's trying to find comfort in her closeness. The screen fades to black, leaving only the sound of one last shaky breath. This moment is the emotional heart of the trailer. The moment where hope becomes fragile, and the battle for Spartan's life truly begins. The final part of the trailer is the one that leaves fans breathless. It doesn't answer any questions. Instead, it ends with a storm of emotion designed to keep viewers thinking, worrying, and replaying every second in their minds. The screen fades back in with a slow shot of the ranch, the sky now darker, almost evening. Everything looks still. It feels like the world around Heartland has paused. It's waiting for the moment everyone fears. The camera then shows the vet standing a few feet away from Spartan, wiping his hands and taking a slow breath. His expression is heavy, as if the truth he carries is too painful to say. Jack steps closer to him, searching for answers in his eyes, but the vet doesn't speak. The trailer cuts away before he can. That silence becomes a cliffhanger stronger than any line of dialogue. Next, we see Amy again, sitting beside Spartan on the ground. Her hand rests gently on his side, her fingers shaking with every breath she takes. She looks exhausted, emotionally drained, eyes red, hair messy, but she refuses to leave Spartan's side. The camera lingers on her face, long enough for viewers to feel her heartbreak. She whispers, "You're strong. You've always been strong." Her voice cracks on the last word, turning strength into sorrow.